Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Today we're going to talk about Survivor. This is Winners at War. Season 40. I forgot what episode it is, but I am just totally pissed off because any of my subscribers, if you're here in the Memphis area, you know that it thunderstormed last night, and right before Tribal Council, the news person came on and started talking about thunderstorms. It might be a tornado watch. And he talked the last 15 minutes of the episode, so I couldn't see Tribal Council. I did get a little clip on YouTube where I was able to find out who got voted out. But that whole section of whatever drama went on between Jeff asking them questions at Tribal Council, I have no clue. So I'm going to do the best I can do tonight. It was a good episode. My fantasy team took another hit. Adam is gone. All I have is Tyson left. I got things to say about that because to me, Adam really didn't have too much power in the game. He could have been dragged to the end as a no vote finalist, but I don't know. It was so much confusion in that tribe when they were strategy talking. I was excited to see Tribal Council because after the commercial break, I had no clue who was going home. And I'm pissed. Y'all couldn't wait to 8 o'clock Memphis to let me know what thunderstorm was going on. It didn't even start raining till 9 o'clock. But moving on. Let's go ahead and get Edge of Extinction out of the way. First off, hold on. I got my notes wrong. First off, Edge of Extinction, they got a clue about going to the edge and looking through your past steps and you'll find a reward. Something that clue said. They everyone went off looking. I think they kind of worked together this time because I think after that last time they did a little challenge, that little everyone had an advantage for that one fire token. It wasn't no big deal. And they were hungry. They said whatever fire tokens we find, we all gonna get something to eat. We gonna get it together. It ended up being Danny who figured out the clue. She was like, when Aubrey found the clue the last season, it was on the steps. So, okay, bang. Her and Poverty ran over to the steps, but it was Poverty who found the token. I was happy Poverty still shared it with everyone. Because if I was Danny, to me, when you figure stuff out, you have to keep that to yourself. Because if Poverty was really playing cutthroat, she could have just said, well, you told me the clue, but I found it. But they end up telling everybody they found that 50-50 coin where if you flip it, you could be safe or you could be vulnerable. I guess that's an advantage. Michelle bought it for 4 fire tokens. Finally, they started charging people for these fire tokens. Michelle gave all her fire tokens. I think the fire tokens are only useful to get advantages from the edge. I don't know if they really can cash it in within the game for like an idol or something. I don't know. But okay, I'm assuming they bought food. We're done with the Edge of Extinction. Okay. At the beginning of the episode, Nick and Michelle were pissed. They were upset that they were blindsided. Just like I thought, Michelle was like, I would have voted out Window anyway if you would have told me. Like, it wasn't no big deal. Nick feels like, I don't care no more. I'm for everybody. Anybody can go. He feels like he's next. Now, Nick, you are next. Like, your name is on that list. But don't blow up your game. Michelle had to calm him down. And I believe that was Tony who was telling him, don't blow up your game. Just because you were blindsided doesn't mean you're next. I think Nick, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. So many people don't trust Nick. Ben doesn't trust him. So many people, Tony don't trust him. He does so much creeping, and I just never really seen it for Nick this season. It's too many. He's too new of a winner. I don't think he has an in with too many alliances, but He ain't go home this week. So every week you safe is another week you can play. Let's get to the reward challenge. It was that old carry the fish out the water, hook 'em up puzzle challenge. The red team won. From the beginning, I thought Jeremy's team, he had like Tyson, Tony, Nick, like he had an all male team, and I thought this was a challenge where those pieces would be very heavy and the men would be very successful. I think Ben was on his team. No, Ben was on the other team. Yeah. But I was like, I just knew Jeremy's team was going to win, but Kim's team ended up winning. And I was happy for Kim's team. But Sarah did something that to me was very strange. That red flag, red flag, red flag. Sarah was like, it's Nick's birthday. I want to give him my reward. And I'm going to overeat anyway. So happy birthday, Nick. And I was like everybody else, like, Sarah, this is winners at war. This ain't no rookie season where the rookies will be so grateful that you gave up some Chinese food. You should have ate you a little bit of food and had your energy, girl. So what do you all think? Do you all think this was gameplay, or you think Sarah just had a good heart and wanted to give Nick some birthday love? To me, for $2 million, you could have told Nick happy birthday after the game. Honestly, when he got home and threw a little birthday party, you could have went there. But I don't even think Sarah did it because she has such of a good heart. I think that's how she backpedaled into it. But I think this was a total game move. I think everyone recognizes it as a game move. Even Nick was like, I don't care if Sarah gave me some Chinese food. I'll vote her out. I think it was a bad play, Sarah. You almost could have went home. I honestly feel like Sarah should have went home, but we'll get to that in a second because it's not that much to go through on this episode. Next, they get around to the immunity challenge. Now, the immunity challenge is that surfboard challenge where they on like a pyramid and have to climb up to the top. I think that challenge is so hard because that water rocks so much. I would have been the first one out. But anyway, Kim wins. I was proud of Kim. It was between Kim and Ben. Ben did a really good job. The more Ben stays in the game, the more I see why I like Ben the season that he won. Like, I thought this season, especially when he got duped by Rob episode 1, I was like, I'm over Ben. But the more Ben stays in the game, I like Ben. He's coming back around. I'm still, okay, this is why I liked Ben the last time. But anyway, now they're back at camp. We got to figure out who's going home. I thought this was going to be an easy week. It was between Nick or Michelle. They were blindsided. One of them can go. Okay. To me, Jeremy already wanted Nick out. Why not continue? Backpedal, Angie, backpedal. 1, I have no clue who's working with who in the game. Like, I have no clue who is really working with who. Like, is it, I want to say it's Jeremy, Denise, Kim, Tony, Tyson, which would include Sarah. But Sarah's attached over here to Sophie. And I thought Adam, Ben. But Ben seems to be over here with Jeremy. Like, I have no clue who is really in the alliance. And camp was complete chaos. Complete chaos. I was just going like this. Like, my eyes were wide open going back and forth. Like, it was, okay, Nick and Michelle. And then Adam was like, and see, this is where Adam messed up. He should have said, okay, Nick or Michelle. Like, he messed up and was like, well, what about Sarah? And then everyone was like, okay, Sarah. And then I think Tyson was like, well, why should it be Sarah? Adam is able to pull up all these votes. Adam is too powerful. It needs to be Adam. And then everyone goes tell Sarah, Adam said your name. So now Sarah is like, well, it's got to be Adam. And so then everyone's like, okay, it's Adam. And then The next thing I know, I heard Tyson. I said, where did Tyson come from? Like, where did Tyson come from? And then it was back on, well, maybe Nick or Michelle. Nick or Michelle. Adam, Sarah, Nick, Tyson, Michelle. I was like, whoever edited this episode, it was too much. It was too much. Because y'all were throwing names out there and I didn't even know why. And every time someone threw a name out there, the one thing I did notice, everyone was like, well, let's go see what Jeremy got to say. Jeremy, I know you want to play in the background, but you ain't playing too far back if everybody got to come see what you got to say. But moving on. And that's where my TV went off. And that's why I cursed out my TV for a good 2-3 minutes because I hit the fast forward and I was like, well, maybe they just gonna talk about this thunderstorm for a second and they're gonna get back to tribal council. And then I just fast forwarded through the end of the episode and it was the weatherman. I'm so sad. Get in the comments and tell me the drama that went on at tribal council because I was trying to look for it on demand. They haven't uploaded it yet. Survivor is one of those shows that it takes forever to get uploaded to on demand. I can't find it. I was lucky enough to find a clip of after the vote and when Jeff read the votes. So let's talk about that. So it must have been an Adam heavy tribal council because all I saw is Adam get up and try to pull that little, it looked like the New Orleans Saints symbol off of Jeff's podium. Now, I was with Adam. You got to try it. You never know. He was, to me, after you get up, it's already embarrassing because everyone is like, oh, he has an item. And then you get up and you, after you tug on it 1 or 2 times, just go sit back down. He stood up there for a good 2-3 minutes. Well, Jeff was like, this would be a first ever idol in plain sight. Are you trying to tell me you think that's an idol? And he was like, yes, Jeff, if it's an idol, because Jeff was like, he was like, I thought it was an idol. And Jeff was like, who says it isn't? Jeff just totally embarrassed Adam. It was hilarious. I was laughing at the YouTube. And he was like, Jeff, if it's an idol, I'm playing it. I'm playing it for myself. Isn't it an idol, Jeff? What's going on? And Jeff was like, it ain't no idol. Now, mind you, that was hilarious. But I guarantee you, in a couple of seasons, it might not be next season, maybe the season after that, or whatever is the next season they don't have in the pipeline that can be shot. There's going to be an idol in plain sight at Tribal Council. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. It's going to have to be on a newbie season. That's going to be a great idea. I don't know. I think that's a great idea. Hide an idol at Tribal Council in plain sight, and whoever can spot it at that Tribal Council and they need it can get it. Great idea, Adam. You just came up with a great idea. Sorry it didn't work for you. Adam is gone. Adam is gone. It was between Adam. A couple of people voted for Sarah. I think one person voted for Nick. Adam got majority of the votes. By Adam. He was number 2 on my power rankings. He just kind of, he screwed himself playing too hard, too fast by trying to tell Rob to save, that Poverty was going home, trying to save some kind of alliance with Rob, when he should have just voted out Poverty. Then they should have been voted out Rob. I ain't going backwards. I'm not going backwards, but Adam screwed himself trying to have an alliance with Rob and Denise. So moving on. I think Sarah should have went home. Yeah, Adam went home, but to me, Sarah is more insulated. You already know Sarah comes with Tony. Sarah looks to come with Sophie. Sarah is going to be a beast at these challenges. The way Sarah and Kim and Ben held up them fish like it wasn't nothing, I think Sarah would have been a good vote out right now. To me, Adam isn't a threat. Like Tyson, why y'all listening to Tyson? Tyson already got voted out. Why? I mean, I like Tyson. He's my last fantasy player. But why are y'all listening to Tyson? Adam can't wrangle any votes. Adam cannot wrangle. No one really is listening to Adam. Sarah was a good choice to go home. Now, I understand the Tysons, the Tonys, the Jeremys, they want to keep all the threats. They want to get rid of the Adams. They want to get rid of the Nicks. They want to get rid of the Michelles because they don't want the weaklings to turn around and vote off all the strong people and sit up and win the $2 million. I understand that. But to me, you got to start striking sometime. Let's get into my power rankings really quick. This is a quick video, y'all. I can't believe it's so quick, mostly because I missed the good stuff. I'm gonna try to watch it again as soon as it comes up on demand so I can see what I missed. You all let me know too. Tyson is my last fantasy player. I feel good about Tyson. I don't know this season if someone from the Edge will be rewarded with the $2 million. Like, I feel like that's why the people who are on the Edge right now are willing to trade these fire tokens in for food and just be happy with being on the jury, because they definitely know if they come back in the game at the top 6 or the top 7, they're going to get rotated right back out the game. It's no point. And even if they stay in the game to the top 3, they aren't going to win. So right now, if I was on the Edge too, every fire token I got, I would get food and I would be chilling. I wouldn't even want to go back in the game. I just let me be on this jury and let me chill. I don't know. It's not going to be another Chris win. It's just not. That's not going to work again. So, but Tyson has enough time to still make some moves and make a resume for himself. Who's left? Jeremy's left. I feel like Jeremy is a rob. No one is going to let Jeremy get that close to the end of the game. I just don't think it'll happen. Ben, I feel like Ben has a good shot, because when you look at that threat, Tony, Jeremy, Tyson, I see Ben being at the bottom of that. And if Ben can know when to pivot against them, he can create a resume for himself. I think Denise is a sitting duck. She's going to be gone. Nick could be gone. Sophie, is with the Kim. I can see Sophie and Kim having a winner's edit. Sarah and Tony, I just don't see them letting Sarah and Tony get into the end. Michelle is someone who I feel like the way she's losing all these challenges will still get dragged to the end. But I don't think Michelle is really a no vote. I think Michelle has really been playing and she has a resume. And just because she's not good at the challenges does not mean she does not deserve to win the game. That's all the notes I have this week, y'all. I mostly was just angry I missed Tribal Council. Tribal Council is like the heart and soul of the show. And when you miss that, like, I really don't know. And then the camp life is such chaos. Like, by next week, I really hope I can at least see where the voting blocks are. Even if there isn't a us against them alliance, I would like to know. I'm not even sure if Jeremy is working with Denise. Like, to me, it looks like Jeremy and Tyson are close. And I'm really starting. That poker alliance really could have been a thing, because they said the poker alliance was Rob, Kim, Tyson, and Jeremy, with Amber being the wife. And we see Tyson, Kim, and Jeremy still working together. Like, are they a voting block? Denise just got rid of Adam. So is it Jeremy and Denise? Who is Ben with? Who is Sophie really with? I know it's Tony and Sarah. Like, I just want more clarity. Get in the comments and give me some more clarity. It's chaotic, but I guess the chaos is what's making it really good, because I have no clue where it's gonna go. No clue. And it's so many advantages in the game. What I didn't ask you all, what do you all think of that 50-50 coin flip? Like, I would be pissed if I get to tribal council and I need it and I flip that coin and I was vulnerable. Did Michelle flip the coin in tribal council? Like, I have no clue what went on. I'm so pissed. Anyway, y'all, that's it. I'm going to keep it short and not ramble. Next week, preferably, it won't be a storm on a Wednesday, and I will see the whole episode, and I will have some more to give. Get in the comments. Let's talk about who's left and what went on. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm getting ready to do the challenge next. So if you like Survivor and you want to hear about the challenge as well, go ahead and hit subscribe because I do both. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.